Hello, welcome back to the channel. It's Cairo. Hope you're having a great day. Playing a lot of mono white recently, going up through platinum at the beginning of the month. Today, we are in Diamond, and we're going to be playing Naya Humans in Best of One Standard Ranked. Thank you for joining. Let me go through the deck before we get into the matches here. I think we're only one pip into Diamond 4. So, we'll see if Naya Humans holds up. I think it does. Looks like it's a pretty brutal deck. From the bottom, we have Hopeful Initiate, 1/2 with trading with the clause for 3 mana to destroy a target artifact or enchantment. That is really relevant now with all of the Naya Runes decks running around and the Selesnya enchantments with Hallowed Haunting and all that good stuff. Being able to destroy those is key. We have Intrepid Adversary, good aggressive 2-drop. If you drop it on turn 4, turn 6, it can pump your whole squad. It's great. Luminarch Aspirant for putting counters on things. Thalia, Guardian of Thraben for taxing our opponent's big spells like MYTHIC Massacre, any of the big sweepers or removal spells. Valorous Stance. When this card came out in Crimson Vow, I knew it was going to be good because of the modal, the 2 abilities on it. Basically, we have some really important creatures that we want to keep alive in this deck. It's not like a super go wide, white weenie deck. So when we have a creature that's targeted by removal, or even with a sweeper, we can make them indestructible. And that really, really helps us. Or if they have a big baddie that we need to get off the field, we can just kill it. 2 mana. The versatility there is great. Brutal Cathar, one of the all-stars of Midnight Hunt in white. 4 Elite Spellbinders, again for the tax, and also a 3/1 flyer, if they don't do anything about it, can just start hammering in damage. 3, 6, 9... it goes on. Adeline, Resplendent Cathar. X for Vigilance, which is always awesome. We have 1 Minsk in here, because Minsk didn't get much love in D&D, but he can be quite powerful. You get a total of 4 power, 4 toughness on the board, with Boo whenever Minsk and Boo come down, so for 3 mana that's great. Halana and Elena Partners, basically the Gruul version of Luminarch Aspirant. If it's not taken care of immediately, gets super out of hand. Also has first strike and reach. Sigarda, Champion of Light, is our lord for all of our human creature types, which all of these creatures are humans. 4/4 Flying Trample for 4, gives all our humans +1/+1. Then we also have a relevant Coven ability. We have dual lands from Midnight Hunt, Pathways, 4 Caves of the Frost Dragon, and you know what? I'm going to actually make a change here. I'm going to throw in Iganjo, Seed of the Empire. Forgot about that, because this card is great to have in here. I think you consider running this one all the time. At least one of. There's no downside. So, without further ado, let's get into it. If you like the video, you like the deck, there'll be a deck list posted below, and consider subscribing. Let's do it. Standard Best of One Ranked. Hope you're having a great day. It's a great day to smash somebody with Naya. Politely. Of course. Like our opponent's Diamond 4 as well. Alright. 2 lands. We have Green-White Pathway and Cave of the Frost Dragon. If we draw another land, we'll be okay. I mean, it's looking basically like mono white right now. Yeah, we'll keep it, see what happens. Put down Thalia. Turn 2. Good 2/1 first striker. Also, if our opponent's playing control, that may stunt them a little bit. Eye Twitch. Another Adeline. Okay, let's go green. Okay. No land, punished a little bit. We'll go in for 2. Looking like it's going to be Orzhov control. Esper control. Now with the blue colored land. Gonna Vanishing Verse. Okay, so we'll go in with the Initiate. We're not drawing lands, so it is what it is. In with the eye twitch. Alright, land. No land. Well, we're not going to attack because the gas can just eat our adversary. So they'll Deadly Dispute that. They may do it anyway, yeah. Alright.
No secret is safe from me.
Okay, they're playing Kaido.
Now this is a juicy secret.
No land still. Sometimes that happens. Guess we'll hold up Valorous Stance. Attack, draw a card with Kaido, absolutely.
I know something you don't know.
Both, yeah, this one's pretty much out of hand. Got pretty punished for keeping the 2-land hand, but, you know, that happens. Sometimes you have to risk it. So we'll just move on to the next game. Brush it off. We only have one Minsk in here. I want to see Minsk wallop somebody. Or the hamster, Boo. You know, this deck's interesting because it is technically Naya because it has red, green, and white. But the bottom end of it is pretty much a little bit of a mono white mirror. It's only at the top end that you get a little bit different. Alright, we're going first. Again, 2 lands. But they're both pathways. This way we at least have an Initiate. And then we have a Thalia turn 2. Put this on white. Get our hopeful Initiate down. Okay. This is going to be mono red. It's looking like it's going to be pretty fast. So, we have another white mana here. Let's go. We could draw a forest or a mountain, so we'll just play Iganjo here like this. Go in, put our first striker down in case they bring in a little hasty creature. Nothing, huh? Alright, farmland. Attack, activator training. And Spellbinder. See what's in that hand. 2 lands, including Sokens on Crucible of Defiance, Bugbear, Royal Eruption, and Thundering Raiju. Okay. Let's take the Bugbear. Reason for that is if they burn something out and then They play their Thundering Raiju, we can Brutal Cathar that out of the way. That's the plan. They have a Royal Eruption here, or a Kami's Flare. They could use it instant speed. We'll take the 2. Okay. Kami's Flare does 3. So they could just burn out our Halana and Elena right here. So let's do this. Let's go in first. Let's force their hand. Take their other creature. Whatever they burn out and leave us with, we'll just use Halana and Elena to make it powerful, and I think we should be okay. Yeah, I think we're good. Halana and Elena down on Spellbinder makes that 5 damage, and then they can block 1 here. I think that's going to be all she wrote. Unless I'm mistaken. Got it. Okay, 1 and 1. Gonna just rapid fire matches here. I see you lurking in the chat. I see you. Okay, you don't have to say anything. Darth Odysseus, right? Adversaries and an aspirant. They're all 2-drops. But we are on the draw. Which means we could draw into something good. We have all the land to support everything in our deck. Alright. Let's try. Well, there's something. So one thing to keep in mind if you're building this deck, that if we're trying to drop an adversary on turn 4 to activate this extra cost here, you do have to have 2 planes, so keep that in mind when you're laying down your lands early. Adversary, that sucks. So drop that on white. Drop our Aspirant. We'll start getting counters on that. We'll eat the 3 damage that comes in, and then we'll probably Cathar it away. Alright, well, we can't let both of these things survive. So let's do this. Let's do this. We can't have Adeline out here running around unchecked. Okay. Brutal. Brutal Cathar is brutal. Don't see that there's anything else we can really do. No. An adversary. Pump it up. We have to block here. Good game. Nice curve out. Pretty brutal. But you just hate that when you use a brutal Cathar and then your opponent has a brutal Cathar and you like do this dance back and forth where you like, I'm exiling that. Then like, I'm exiling the thing that you used to exile. Heard you liked exile, so we put some exile in your exile. Okay, we're going first. We have 2 initiates and a Cathar. Sure. See if we can get something with a little more power. We can activate these trainings. Alright, there's something. Let's go in and see if they want to act on this. They don't. Put that in. See if it survives. If it does, we can train twice and then twice again, which would be awesome. Black mana. Grease Fang. That's cool. Get a red mana down. Training twice. Chariot, that kind of hurts. They can crew the chariot and block our adversary. Although we can just destroy it, actually, with our Hopeful Initiate. So let's figure out the way we want to do this. Let's play this on white. We put in adversary, we pump everything. This adversary goes to a 4-2. These go when they train to 4-5s. I think that's probably the better play. Just keep hammering. In. And then, what if they crew this up to block here? They just die. So let's just bring the Cathar in too. They can't effectively block the Cathar and kill it to get their Grease Fang back without dying. So it'll take 7 here. It's probably the best, yeah. Kill the adversary and... see what they've got. Doesn't strike me that they run sweepers. Seem to want to be aggressive with their Grease Fang and Chariot. Sack the Chariot, get Grease Fang back. 2 mana left. Now 3. Nice. That was nicely done. Brings back in the 2 tokens. They crewed it. What does that mean? Oh, that just means they're gonna just use the cats as chump blockers, I guess. So we can activate our Cave of the Frost Dragon, though, is the thing. Got there. Alright. That was pretty impressive, though, with the Grease Fang bringing back the Chariot, and then playing another Grease Fang. Have to watch out for that interaction. If you're all interested, there's a mono white video up that was going through Platinum. There are a bunch of videos on the channel. Everything that you could imagine. Testing meta decks, brews, whatever. Only thing that's not there is any drafts. I haven't done any drafts this season. Alright, this looks cool. If we can keep these two Aspirants and Adeline out, we'll be rocking. Planes. The opponent put down a planes, and then it stopped before the end of their turn, so they have a 1-drop, which they're in white. They're not playing it right now. It might mean they have a portable hole in their hand. Or maybe they have 2 1-drops, and they're just deciding which one to play. Guess we're going to have to find out. Get our power down. Then we can focus on protecting those with the Valorous stances. Yeah, a little bit of a tough spot for the Cathar here, because which do you take? Took the Aspirant. So we'll hold up a Valorous stance here. If they try to make their Aspirant bigger, we'll just kill it. Monk. Monk and another one. Alright. And a Hopeful Initiate, going super wide. Okay. There and there. Okay. Let him attack. Kill. Oh, look at this. This is nice. Make sure that my triggers are set appropriately here. Okay. Yeah, we want that first. So we want the counter here to give this extra power. That way that power transitions when this triggers to something else. So we want that. Ah, shit. Alright. Still pretty good attack. Got there. So I should have ordered the triggers the other way. I had it backwards. Good to keep in mind for the future. Wandrick's Apprentice. Diego, you say, I believe you got the sequence wrong. It's super confusing. I did get the sequence wrong. So I was sitting there like, I know I need to kind of reverse it because of the stack order, but I did it the wrong way. Yeah. So I need to keep that in mind next time if I have the Aspirant and Halana and Elena interactions. Alright, well, we have an adversary on 2. We have a Valor Stance. We have 2 Adelins, which I'm not super a fan of. But we are on the draw. Yeah. It's a little bit of a risk, but the payoff could be big. Diego, yeah, pulled out the win anyway, but for sure. I appreciate you saying something because that definitely could matter. The situation where that matters. Two ushers. Hammering. Alright. Cool, there's a red land. That's nice. Well, we might want to keep it double white. Yeah, we'll go... We don't have anything red at all, so let's go white here. Adversary in. Not a favorable position for us, having 2 ushers. Raid bombardment. Okay, opponent's getting spicy. Okay, let's put this down on green. Let's try to stop them from attacking us, activating their raid bombardment. Getting a little bit of life back. I haven't seen raid bombardment in an age. It's a spicy little Mardu aggro, ultra fast weenie Mardu. So if you put something out there with big toughness, and they only have creatures with power 2 or less for their raid bombardment, kind of demotivates them to be attacking us, which is nice. That's what we want. Put our first striker out there. Hall Monitor could make our Adelin not be able to block, right? They don't have a red mana to do it. They really can't attack us. I mean, I guess they can do whatever they want. Alright. Alright, good game. Yeah, they're just really aggressive with the raid bombardment, and we were able to put up one Adelin just with a high toughness. It didn't look good from the start because they had 2 ushers and all we had was an adversary, but then whenever They had these go wide cheap weenie creatures, and we were able to put Adeline out. It worked out. Alright. Where are we at now? Halfway through. Cool. Not too bad. I think we went 1-1, then 2, and I think it's 3-2 right now. What's going first? Okay. We have a decently powerful turn 1 and turn 2, and turn 3 if we have a land. What do we want to get rid of here? Maybe Sigarda, because we're a long way off from that. Counter on the Aspirant to try to activate training. They're going to discard us, so let's go give them a Cathar. Okay, we'll kill the Dockside Chef. We'll Spellbinder, see what else is going on here. Lolth. Okay, then we need to get Thalia down pretty quick here. Simply not an option to have Lolth come down. Try to win this one in the air. Alright, right as I said that. Okay. No card for the opponent. Go in. We need a double white. Or at least another land. We know that Lolth is coming down now. They draw a land. That sucks. That's horrible. Alright.
Envy the strong, I will cull the weak.
Don't think we were able to get there. There was an opportunity, but we didn't have double white and 4 lands to play the adversary to pump the whole squad and get damage in. Do now. Gonna get back the Nighthawk Scavenger to the hand, right? Yep.
My words are for ambitious minds.
Initiate. That's not gonna do it. Take another turn. See what happens, but I think we're pretty well far behind now.
Always reward the loyal.
Yeah, that's it. We'll say good game. Alright. Good game there. Mono black. They didn't have any other colors, right? Just mono black. Wonder if they run Invoke Despair. The new nasty card from Kamigawa. Mediocrities. Hello there. What's up, my friend? You guys don't know, Mediocrities is another content creator on YouTube. He makes awesome brews and then shoots them all the way up to Mythic. Hell of a player. Check out his channel. Mediocrities in the house. We're doing some Naya Humans. Mediocrities, you have a joke for me. Alright. Hit me with it. Perfect timing, actually, because our opponent's looking at their hand very seriously. So I'm ready for the joke. Okay. Initiate versus initiate. We'll put down Thalia, so that way they can't really attack us with the adversary. Well, they can if they take that. How many bros does it take to run this deck to Mythic? Mediocrities, it only takes one bro, because I am the bro of MTG. I run all the bro decks. Mediocrities is talking about a guy from Reddit who said, when I posted mono white in Mythic, he was like, this dude just runs nothing but bro decks. And so now I have owned it as the bro. I think it only takes one. Alright, let's get some Halana and Elena action going in here. Yeah, we'll just take that. Fine. No worries there. Play this on white. I'm correct. I got the joke. I had the right answer. Makes me so happy. If we can get away with it, we're going to Sigarda next turn, and then we're going to make it a 6/6 flying trample haste. That's the game plan. Another Sigarda. Backup Sigarda. Backup Halana and Elena. Alright. Good game. Yeah. So we got pretty much our asses handed to us last game. Somebody handed us our ass, and then we took an ass and handed it back the next game. You can curve out into Halana and Elena into Sigarda. Yeah. That's what Magic is, right? It's just, I beat you. You beat me. I beat you. And then you do that for a long time until you get to the Mythic. The Mythics. Pretty sketchy. Let's try it. Ultra sketch hand. Alright, well that kind of helps. If fate deals us a mountain, that would be fantastic. Put the adversary in. Start gaining some life anyway. Yeah, that sucks. Really wish that was a mountain, but that was a really risky hand to keep. But sometimes you just gotta do it for the stream. You have an opportunity, you know. Meat hook for 2-1. 2. Okay. No red mana. I twitch. They got environmental sciences coming in for 5. 5/6, excuse me. There's red. I don't know if that's gonna matter. A little bit too late. They can just Rite of Oblivion something, sack their little human with the pumpkin. Going to get a mana. Which one do you want to get rid of? What's up, Country Fried? Country Fried's in the house. How's it going, man? We're losing this game, Country Fried. We walloped the last game. We're losing this one. Let's do this. Get rid of Adeline. Ouchie. Yeah, that's it. Good game. That's it. We're really going back and forth. Like, pretty strong pendulum. Like, there haven't been a lot of close games. It's either been like putting the hammer down or getting hammered. Country Fried, going good. Just wanted to see what you're running. Well, Mediocrities is here. And he asked, how many bros does it take to run a deck to Mythic? So the answer is a running bro decks, as usual. Still not sure what that means, but it's cool. Now nobody wants to play us. Here we go. Looks horrible. This looks worse. Okay, we'll get rid of Sigarda. First time watching live, welcome. That's awesome. Glad to have you here. It's gonna be an Oni Cult Anvil deck. I see. Should have played that land as tapped on turn 1. That was a misplay on my part. Country Fried said, sounds like Is It Control really great when everything plays and draws perfect. Absolutely gets smashed if you can't keep the board state under control. Yeah, that's how this has been going for us basically today. Like, you curve out nicely, you win. You hammer in damage, but they have Warlock class, so that's their thing. They want to level these up to the point that we're taking a bunch of damage even if they hit us. Put this out. Okay, we'll take those. Just don't think that we're going to have the speed required to do this. We can Valorous Stance Maid of Dishonor here, but at least this way they have to think about attacking with their 1/1s because we'll gain some life off blocking one. Wow. Really wish that was an untapped land. Like, a lot. I wish that. Give us a little bit more life. We have the potential to gain a bunch of life here. It's, can we live long enough to do that? Okay, I actually don't mind that. Not too bad. Oh no, I mind that a lot though. Second artifact, second self, yeah. That's all we can do. That's all we can do. Alright. Well, I'm going to wrap it up there. Looks like we kind of went 50%, so I might have to make some tweaks to the deck. If you have any ideas, feel free to comment. If you like the video, please like and subscribe to support the channel. We'll look at the deck. Let's see if we have any changes that immediately come to mind. You know, there were a few games that we were stuck with Thalia multiples. May consider taking Thalia down to 3. 3 and I don't know. There might be a place in here too for Stormseeker. Reckless Stormseeker on turn 3. Put a little bit of pressure on more quickly. I'm not sure what we would cut though. Maybe we cut 1 Spellbinder, 1 Brutal Cathar, because the Cathars aren't really useful in versus control matches. So maybe we cut down on 1 Mina, take down 1 Spellbinder. And honestly, maybe 1 Halana and Elena. We want to hit it, but we don't want to be crazy with it. 3 of those in. Country Fried suggesting Thalia and partners to 3 Stormseeker Redain. Yeah, that's kind of along the lines of what I was thinking. Because we don't want too many legendaries. We want to hit them, but we don't want to have multiples. Like, if you have 2 Thalias in hand and 2 Halana and Elenas, you're like, kind of screwed, right? Unless they remove one of them, and you can immediately play the next one. So I think we'll probably go with this. That changes our mana a little bit. So we're still mostly white, and now we're even with red and green. So we have 4, 5, 6... and 10, 15. We have a lot of white sources. We may go... I still think it looks pretty good. The cave messed with us a little bit too, honestly. So what I'd probably rather have is Sokin's on in there. There was a time that we lost due to having the cave. 4 caves, I think, is a little too much. But I think this build looks pretty good. The ability to give some things haste on turn 3 rather than turn 4 only. And we still retain most of our power with eliminating some doubles of legendary creatures. I think that's looking pretty good. And then Soken's being in here is cool too. So that'll do it for today. I appreciate you guys stopping by. If you're interested in running Naya Humans, I will... That new version right there, I'll post probably both versions down in the description. So if you're looking for them, they'll be down there. If you hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, I appreciate it.